sure to wear headphones.
The mutton is quite good. It comes from the Noyer Vale-owned farms, yes? Whatever else I might say about the Noyer Vales, they are excellent at managing farms. The Blank Monks are better suited to producing artisanal products. Of course, that's a large part of the reason for the rivalry between our houses. You own all the best farmland, but we have the best craftsmen. It makes it hard for either of us to hold a clear advantage. No, I was just making small talk. Neither of us have spoken much during dinner. I suppose we should clear the air. What happened yesterday, it was stressful, to say the least, and concerning. Our relationship might have begun with me holding a knife to your throat, but I'm beginning to realize that it was naive of me to think that we could have a stable relationship if I can threaten your life whenever I choose without consequence. No, I'm not suggesting we part ways. I don't think I could do that. I've grown very attached to you. My life and livelihood involved so much secrecy, so much coldness, so much darkness. It feels strange for me to say this, but I like having a little brightness in my life. And I don't like what's happening right now. This distance that's grown between us because of yesterday's incident. You told me that I should be more vulnerable. Well, what I'm about to say makes me feel extremely vulnerable. I'm not going to raise my blade against you. Ever again. No matter what you do. Even if you were to go and reveal our secret, I just couldn't bear to see that face again. The one you made when I threatened your life. It hurts, and I can't do it again. This is the first time in a very, very long time that I'm truly placing myself at somebody's mercy. Even with the Blancmonts, there were aspects of our arrangement to protect me. Treating someone like this, it doesn't feel natural. But I know it's the only way forward. It's the only way we can really, truly be lovers. I'm not very good with strong emotions, but I can't say that I hate how you make me feel. Being in love, it's so complicated, but I can't see myself just stopping. I feel so guilty for making you feel unsafe. In my head, I can list all the reasons that it was justified. I was just protecting myself, but none of it makes me feel any better. I just feel horrible. It's been ages since I've ever regretted wielding my knife. I don't even feel guilty about killing anymore, but even just frightening you, I feel disgusted with myself. No, it's not okay. I'm grateful that you want to make me feel better, but I don't think that I should feel better. Not like this. Not until I can be sure that I won't try to harm you ever again. We simply can't keep doing things the way we have been. The sneaking around. Something's going to happen sooner or later. And even if nothing ever happens, the worry is still there. I never thought deceit could be so stressful. I lie all the time for my work, but this is the first time that I truly worry about the consequences. I hate having to constantly look over my shoulder. I suppose it's because I have something else I'd rather focus on. When I'm on a mission, that's my only concern. Carefully managing people's suspicions is just another part of it, but when it comes to our relationship, I don't want to spend all my time wondering if we'll get caught, only meeting at times and places where we can be sure we won't be discovered. I want this to be easy, effortless, even. I feel lighter when you're around, but the secrecy gets in the way of it all. If we could only leave the shadows, we could be so free. That's what I want. I want us to have an open, honest relationship. The first one I've had since, I suppose, ever. I want us to be able to truly relax, to truly be happy. For once. But of course we can't. Not while we're on two different sides of bitter conflict. There has never been any bloodshed between the Blankmonts and Annoyer Vales. At least not openly, but our families are at war. Coming out into the open as things are would only put us in the crossfire. The best case scenario would be for you to be sent to some obscure corner of your family's land to spend the rest of your days. And me dead. Oh, they certainly would. Assassins don't get to live long after betraying their masters. I'm far too dangerous for anything less. I knew that before I told you how I felt about you. I hope that tells you just how smitten I am with you. You're the only person who can make me feel much of anything. That leaves us with very, very few options if we want to stop sneaking around, just hoping we don't get caught. The best option, of course, is to do what I asked you the first time we met. Come and join the Blankmonts. I know, you're very loyal to your family. It's commendable, but you need to be able to make decisions that are in your best interest as well. You do want this, don't you? For us to be together? It really is the best option. The Blankmonts can take good care of you. Even if I were willing to join your family, they wouldn't be able to protect me from the Blankmonts' revenge. Well, that's the answer I expected, though. I held out hope you might reconsider. It's a good sign, in the end. You're a very loyal person, which is promising for our relationship. I do wish you could be more flexible about this particular thing, though. If that's your final answer, I do have another plan. Even calling it a plan at this point is generous, but seeing that neither of us will defect to the other side, the only remaining option is to simply end our family's rivalry. It's technically possible, I believe, but it's by far the more difficult and risky option. It may be the only one available to us, though. You're sure you don't want to become a Blankmont? Yes, of course. Well then, this is the thought that I have. I mentioned it earlier, but our family have different strengths. The lands that the Annoyer Vales control is the best farmland. We have farmland too, but not as much. But we have more talented craftsmen. Again, you have craftsmen too, but not as many. I think the problem is that each of our families wants what the other has. We want to have both the best farmland and the best craftsmen, so both our families are spending incredible amounts of money to cover for our weaknesses, to try and pull competition away from the other until they collapse and their spoils go to the winner. The Blankmonts have spent a fortune trying to make our lands fertile, and I know you Noir Vales have spent just as much trying to train better craftsmen. It's possible that if we were to sabotage those efforts, that is to say, make sure each family give up on trying to improve their weakest resources, and simultaneously planting the idea to cooperate with each other, both families could be better off. If our families stopped trying to compete, we could both become richer for it. You Noir Vales could focus all of your money on making your farms even more productive and sell your goods to the Blankmonts. We could use your high-quality materials to make better products. And all the people that rely on us could be better taken care of as a result. The problem is, neither family thinks the other would ever agree to such a thing. If this works, our families would no longer have a reason to forbid our relationship. Why, it could even become a symbol of the partnership between our houses. But if it fails, we'll almost certainly be caught. Yes, I am willing to risk it if you are. At this point, I couldn't possibly consider ending things between us. If this is what it takes for us to be together, then so be it. We'll have to come up with a more comprehensive plan later. It must be absolutely flawless. I think that's... I think that's the first time you've said it. That you love me. I love you, too. I truly do. It's more than just infatuation now. I know it. I truly do love you.